So the story of the day, very much the approach and decisions at the Canary Islands for the leaders. And at the back of the fleet, Conrad Coleman and Nandor Fa finally escaping from the straitjacket that is the Straits of Gibraltar. Front of the fleet approaching the Canaries yesterday, light breezes for Hugo Boss and Neutrogena and Gaius in particular. Gaius and Neutrogena setting up to go to the east of Lanzarote and Fuerteventura as night fell last night. Hugo Boss just making that jibe out to the left of the course, to the east, and setting up to go to the east of the islands. A course which should keep them in the best breeze, but it's an investment which we're not going to really know much about until later on, once they're well downwind. But they're in fairly good shape. Still plenty of runway down towards the equator, and it should get faster after the Canary Islands. So looking at the morning's leaderboard, well, everything rosy for Hugo Boss. Alex Thompson and Pepe Ribes have a lead of 26 miles, doubled it since the early morning, moving at 16-17 knots of boat speed and stronger pressure down the windward side of the island of Lanzarote just now. Gaius Centros Auditivus move up to second, 4 miles ahead of Neutrogena. Chamonix Pujalat dropped to fourth, or 48 miles behind the leader. Renault Captura now at 105, were previously 90, and One Planet One Ocean at 157, and were 131 on the first ranking of the day. We Are Water then are now still 7th place, 233 miles, and they've lost 20 miles on Hugo Boss over the course of the morning. And Spirit of Hungary, Conrad Coleman and Nandor Fa at 569 miles, but into the Atlantic.
Sixth day of competition for the Barcelona World Race. Still high pressure close to the Azores, generating a light wind in Gulf of Cadiz, light wind of north. That's for Spirit of Hungary. He is now out the Strait of Gibraltar, so he can get more speed to go down, to go south, and we expect he will be able to be close to the other. But a very big difference, more than 500 miles between him and the beginning of the fleet. We have northeast 15 knots to 18 knots, so better speed for all the fleet. And we can say at this moment, a few boats pass close to African coast and Fuerteventura. That's for Hugo Boss. The race is going faster. For tomorrow, after passing Canaries, the trade wind will be more and more consistent, so 20 to 25 knots, maybe 25 in the gust. So the speed of the race will be really important for tomorrow, and they will be really in the motorway of the trade wind. So this race will go faster. More fast you are, more faster you go. For tonight, we can expect accelerate wind from the trade wind. You see, we can have to 20 knots of wind from northeast, so big speed during this evening and all the night. For tomorrow is the same. We can see the wind is increasing, the trade wind developing maximum, so be careful. Between average of 20 knots, we can have a few gusts in the day. Gusts could be more than 25 knots speed, so it will be really a good condition downwind for the competitors, and the speed will go very fast in the day following. So we can expect them to be close to Cap Vert in 2 days, and for tomorrow evening, the trade wind really consistent, so 20 to 25 knots in the gust during the day. So it will be a very quick speed for all the boats. And what we can say is that the beginning of the fleet, like Hugo Boss, Neutrogena, Gaius, will catch the strong wind first. So we can imagine the distance between the first group and the last group will be more and more longer, because the wind is really in the south, and the trade wind is like the motorway for them to go to Isles of Cap Vert. They could be close to, in 2 days and 10 hours, to Cap Vert.
We're now going to call this the race of the three Great Capes, the one that starts with Gibraltar. We consider that rounding Gibraltar was a significant milestone in our race. As a consequence, we're not going to celebrate going past Australia because as a Kiwi, we don't care about Australia. So we had 3 small bottles of Spanish cava when we started the race, and we opened one of them last night when we had finished with the Gibraltar Straits, because we felt like we needed a little celebration and boost of morale in order to keep going and tackle the Atlantic. The boat's in great shape, better than when we left the dock. We've been able to finish up a few little jobs that we didn't quite get to before the start of the race, and so no, the boat's in great shape and we're ready to go. We just need the wind to be able to go.
It's a nice morning, a new day, and new hopes. Hopefully, we will see the weather. If the forecast comes in, it's all right. Not easy at the moment psychologically, but it's no problem. We do what we can. We do our best, and at the moment that's the maximum we can do. So we are quite optimistic about the future. I mean, the next days of winds and kind of weather, and we will see what can we do. Now we escaped from one trap. We are sitting in another, and for the afternoon maybe we can start to escape from this one also. So it is that kind of game for us now, not to race, just try to escape from these kind of locks.
So good to catch up with Conrad Coleman and Nandor Fa on Spirit of Hungary. Very, very frustrating days. It's taken them 3 days to get through the Alboran Sea, really, and into Gibraltar. And since then, it's still been very light. Hardly any progress over the course of the night. They really were making 3 knots maximum at times and only made 75 miles in 24 hours. But sounding upbeat. The forecast is good for them. They should pick up a northerly breeze this afternoon, and that should get them down towards the Canary Islands. And really from there, the forecast for them is pretty good. Just saying that they've still got some oranges left, so still some fresh food. And really the race starts for them today.
Ça va bien, le vent est revenu, donc c'est pas mal. Maintenant, là, on est juste à côté de Fuerteventura, là, aux Canaries. Et puis, ben, c'est pas mal, hein. Il y a du vent, des sous-skis, et ça marche bien.
Vous aviez essayé de tenter un petit coup dans l'ouest et visiblement l'anticyclone n'a pas voulu.
Ouais, c'est ça, ouais. On a pensé passer, et puis l'anticyclone est descendu plus vite que on pensait nous. Je pense qu'il est descendu à sa vitesse à lui, normal. Voilà, et puis ça n'a pas passé, voilà. C'est chercher un meilleur angle. Le truc, il y a du vent, normalement. Je pense que ça devrait logiquement partir par devant jusqu'au poteau noir, quoi. Mais c'est sûr que c'est pas dramatique. On a eu un peu des petites chaleurs, quoi. Donc on s'est dit qu'on allait passer à la caisse plus que ça, quoi. C'est un peu ambiance solitaire du Figaro océanique, quoi. Ouais. Non, parce qu'on est conscient qu'on part autour du monde, donc je veux dire, on a quand même essayé de surveiller au maximum, quoi. Si tu tournes la tête, je veux dire, t'es arrêté, quoi. Il faut là, c'est en permanence dessus, voir les deux, quoi.
So Bernard Stam on Chamonix Pujola, presently lying 4th place at 43 miles behind the leader, has lost about 20 miles overnight but they thought that they would get through the high pressure when they made that move to the west. That really cost them. They were looking for a better angle, but it really didn't work out for them. But they're in good shape now. There's good winds, Bernard said today, and really they should fly quickly down to the doldrums. Very good established trade winds, increasing as they get through the Canaries. Should perhaps see 20 to 25 knots from the northeast, and very hard driving, very experienced pair. And there's every chance they'll be giving Gaia Centros Auditivos and Neutrogena a run for their money very soon. In the light winds, they were saying that they really have to be on top of their game. It's been more like an oceanic Solitaire de Figaro than a transatlantic even, far less a round-the-world race. And Bernard Stam also commenting that they had not really touched on freeze-dried foods, perhaps feeling the influence of Jean Le Cam, who likes to eat well, but things going well for Shemini Pujala.
C'est un challenge, quoi. C'est un gros challenge, hein, quand même. La Barcelona, ça faisait longtemps que j'y pensais, hein. J'avais au programme de faire la première édition, donc ça s'est pas fait parce que le bateau, je le découvrais et qu'il y avait trop de choses à changer, c'était pas possible, quoi, voilà. Là, on va passer 3 mois avec une personne tout le temps. Ça, on retrouve ça en prison, hein, je veux dire, c'est dans une station spatiale, quoi. Mais à la maison, il n'y a pas ça, hein, je veux dire, c'est avec sa propre femme, on passe pas autant de temps au même endroit, au même moment. Ça aussi, c'est un challenge. On va mettre en commun les choses, quoi. Voilà, on va pas. Moi, je vais pas essayer d'imposer à Jean ma façon de faire. Et je pense que lui, il n'est pas comme ça non plus, quoi. On fait confiance à quelqu'un qui réfléchit, quoi. En solo, c'est une machine qui prend le relais, et donc après, la machine, même si elle est performante, ça reste quand même qu'une machine. C'est vrai que la compétition, elle a pris ça fait tellement longtemps que je fais ça que c'est rentré dans ma façon de voir les choses, quoi. Voilà. Mais là, le but de notre navigation future là, sur la Barcelona World Race, c'est la compétition, c'est évident, quoi. Il y a des gens qui me regardent faire, qui sont admiratifs peut-être de ce que je fais, mais c'est réciproque, quoi. Ok, c'est un sport mécanique, mais on est confronté à des éléments, quoi. Je veux dire, il faut qu'on fasse quelque chose de précis pour que ça se passe bien. C'est un fusible pour pas aller trop loin, quoi, la peur, quoi. Si elle n'est pas présente, c'est de l'inconscience, quoi. La peur panique, c'est quand on ne sait plus comment faire quelque chose quand on n'a pas de solution à une situation qui nous surprend. Et que là, il ne faut pas qu'on se mette dans des situations pareilles, hein. Là, ça va être quand même beaucoup mieux que ce que j'ai connu la dernière fois, parce que le bateau est beaucoup mieux protégé. Et puis on est deux. Et il y a un chauffage. Et du coup, il y a du canard. C'est 3 étoiles, quoi. 4, allez.